Churches aren't just religious sites. They're masterpieces of culture, design, and endurance. In this countdown, we'll explore 10 churches that stand out for their architectural brilliance, historical significance, global popularity, and artistic uniqueness. Each one offers more than just a photo op. They tell the story of humanity through faith in stone. So grab your passport, or at least your wanderlust, and let's dive into the most extraordinary churches our world has to offer. Number 10, St. Basil's Cathedral, Moscow, Russia. With its kaleidoscope of colors and onion-shaped domes, St. Basil's Cathedral looks like it was pulled from a fairy tale. Built in the 16th century by Ivan the Terrible to commemorate his victory over Kazan, the church is a symbol of Russia's bold architectural identity. Inside, you'll find a maze of narrow chapels filled with intricate frescoes and candlelit icons. The cathedral's asymmetrical beauty makes it one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Architectural style, Russian Orthodox, tinted roof and onion domes. Must see the 9 separate chapels, each with its own unique design. Number 9, Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, Spain. Designed by the visionary architect Antoni Gaudí, this basilica is still under construction more than 140 years after it began. The Sagrada Familia is a living sculpture. Its towering facades tell the story of Christ's life with almost cinematic detail. Step inside and you're greeted by a surreal forest of columns that mimic tree branches, bathed in rainbow light from the stained glass windows. It's not just a church, it's a spiritual experience carved into stone. Architectural style, Catalan modernism, Gothic, and Art Nouveau. Fun fact, expected to be completed by 2026 to coincide with Gaudí's centenary. Number 8, Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, St. Petersburg, Russia. Built on the exact spot where Emperor Alexander II was assassinated, this stunning Russian Orthodox church is a blend of tragedy and beauty. Its facade is decorated with over 7,500 square meters of mosaics, the most of any church in the world. The interior is equally jaw-dropping, with scenes from the New Testament covering every inch. It's like walking through a glittering medieval storybook. Architectural style, Russian Revival. Highlight, the breathtaking mosaic of Christ Pantocrator in the central dome. Number 7, St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City. Possibly the most important Christian church in the world, St. Peter's Basilica is a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Designed by Michelangelo, Bernini, and Bramante, it took over 120 years to complete. Standing under Michelangelo's vast dome, you can't help but feel small, and yet uplifted. Inside, you'll find priceless works of art including Michelangelo's Pietà, and beneath the altar, the tomb of St. Peter himself. Architectural style, Renaissance and Baroque. Must see, climb to the dome for panoramic views of Rome. Number 6, Notre Dame Cathedral, Paris, France. Despite the devastating fire in 2019, Notre Dame remains a Gothic icon. With its flying buttresses, rose windows, and eerie gargoyles, the cathedral has stood watch over Paris for over 850 years. Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre Dame helped save it from demolition in the 19th century, and even today, restoration efforts continue to preserve its legacy. Architectural style, French Gothic, must see, the West Rose window and the surviving bell towers. Number 5, Salisbury Cathedral, England. Salisbury Cathedral is home to the tallest church spire in the UK and houses one of the best preserved copies of the Magna Carta. Its clean and harmonious Gothic lines are a marvel, and the cathedral was constructed in a remarkably short time span, just 38 years, giving it a unique architectural unity. The serene cloisters and vast cathedral grounds give it a sense of spiritual peace rarely matched elsewhere. The cathedral's spire stands at 123 meters, 404 feet, and the structure rests on a mere 4-foot-deep foundation, an engineering feat from the 13th century. Number 4, Cologne Cathedral, Cologne, Germany. One of Europe's most visited landmarks, This towering Gothic cathedral took over 600 years to complete. It's home to the Shrine of the Three Kings, said to hold the bones of the biblical Magi. With spires that pierce the sky and stained glass windows that dazzle the eyes, the Cologne Cathedral dominates the city's skyline. It's also incredibly resilient, having survived 14 hits during World War II bombings. Architectural style, Gothic must-do. Climb 509 steps for panoramic views. Number 3. Duomo di Milano, Milan, Italy. This marble marvel is the largest church in Italy and took nearly 6 centuries to finish. The Duomo's white spires and 3,400 statues look like lace carved from stone. From the rooftop, you can walk among the statues and even catch a glimpse of the Alps on a clear day. It's a true symbol of Milan, elegant, powerful, and eternal. Architectural style, Gothic highlight, the golden Madonnina statue atop the main spire. Number 2. Mont Saint-Michel Abbey, Normandy, France. Rising dramatically from a tidal island, Mont Saint-Michel is part fortress, part fairy tale. Built between the 11th and 16th centuries, it's a feat of medieval engineering. At high tide, the abbey appears to float on the sea. At low tide, you can walk across the sands like the pilgrims of old. Its unique location and mystical atmosphere make it one of the most magical churches in the world. Architectural style, Romanesque and Gothic must-do. Explore the labyrinthine halls and panoramic cloisters. First Street marks Basilica, Venice, Italy. Imagine stepping into a golden dream. That's what it feels like when you walk inside St. Mark's Basilica, the most iconic church in Venice, Italy. With its glittering mosaics, grand domes, and centuries-old treasures, this masterpiece of Venetian Byzantine architecture stands as a breathtaking symbol of both faith and empire. Built in the 11th century, St. Mark's Basilica was originally the private chapel of the Doge of Venice, symbolizing the Republic's immense wealth and power. Over time, it evolved into the city's cathedral and became the final resting place of Saint Mark the Evangelist, whose remains are said to lie beneath the high altar. Today, St. Mark's Basilica is not only a place of worship, but also one of the most visited sites in all of Italy. With its rich history, dazzling beauty, and iconic status in the heart of St. Mark's Square, it more than earns its place at the top of our list. From icy domes in Russia to glowing stained glass cathedrals in Europe, these churches are more than religious sites. They're living, breathing pieces of world history. They tell stories of empires, revolutions, saints, and visionaries. Which one is at the top of your bucket list? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more global adventures right here on our channel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep believing, and keep chasing the beauty of the world.